You know that moment when you wake up in the middle of the night and suddenly everything around you feels scary for no reason? Something like that once happened with me. Now when I remember it, it actually feels funny, but at that time I was really scared. This happened around 2022. I don't remember the exact date. At that time, my mom was very sick and her BP used to get very high. Sometimes she even started crying because she felt uncomfortable. Because of that, I stayed with her almost the whole day. During the same time, my uncle's wedding was happening. Everyone thought maybe going there would help my mom feel a little better because meeting family sometimes distracts the mind. So she went to the wedding. This incident happened one night before the wedding. At night, my mom was sleeping downstairs, and I was upstairs with my aunt and her daughter. They were sleeping on one bed, and I was sleeping on another bed in the same room. Everything was completely quiet. Suddenly, I woke up in the middle of the night. I don't know the exact time, but it was probably around 1 or 2 a.m. As soon as I woke up, I heard someone crying. The sound was soft but very clear. Without thinking much, I quickly got up from my bed because the first thought in my mind was, my mom is crying. The door was slightly open because it was summer and we kept it open for fresh air. So I stood near the door and listened carefully. After a few moments, I realized something. It wasn't a person crying. It was dogs howling outside at night. You know that long, sad sound dogs make sometimes. When I understood that, I felt a little relieved and slowly went back to my bed. But by that time, my sleep was completely gone. A small red night light was glowing in the room. Because of that dim light, the room looked a little strange. Shadows were moving slightly because of the fan. And when you're already scared, your brain starts imagining random things. Right in front of my bed, there was a painting on the wall. It was just a simple nature painting with trees and sky. But because of the red light, it suddenly looked creepy. For a moment, it felt like I could see a girl's face inside that painting. Whenever I looked directly at it, it seemed like her eyes were closing. And when I looked somewhere else, it felt like something strange was happening in the picture. At that moment, my heart started beating very fast. Then suddenly, I heard a sound that felt like someone slowly climbing the stairs. And that made me even more scared. The side where my bed was placed had a window connected to the balcony. Our house was on the road and also at a turning point, so whenever a car passed by, its headlights would shine through the window and light up the room for a moment. After some time, a car passed from the road. Its light came through the window and spread across the wall. For a second, I saw a shadow moving, and it looked like someone was walking in the balcony. I felt extremely scared, but when I looked carefully, I realized something. The shadow was actually coming from a cloth hanging in the balcony to dry. When the car headlights hit the cloth, its shadow moved across the wall and looked like a person walking. At the same time, I also started noticing another sound in the room. The cooler was running, and it was making a humming noise. After staying awake and listening carefully for a long time, around 15-16 minutes, I finally understood what was happening. The sound I thought was someone climbing the stairs was actually just the noise of the cooler, and the moving shadow was simply because of car headlights hitting the cloth in the balcony. Slowly, I calmed down and realized nothing scary was actually happening. Still, that night felt very uncomfortable because my mind kept imagining things. After some time, I finally closed my eyes and fell asleep. Now, when I remember that night, it feels funny. But at that moment, I was completely terrified.